Okay, guys, y'all remember I covered a story about living single a few months back? Well, Comedy Hype, one of my favorite content creators everywhere, they get those hard hitting interviews with the comedians and different people, black people, especially people who hadn't talked to in like in the 90s and just different genres. Anyway, they sat down with TC Carson from Living Single. And he spoke about some things that I had suspected already. But let's listen and then I will come back with my commentary.
My dad, Smitty was always cool. I mean, my dad was one of the coolest people around. He just had a way of walking. He had a way of talking. He never left the house without a hat on, which is why Kyle always had a hat on when he left the house. He never left the house without a hat on. He was always immaculately groomed. You know, he always looked good, always smelled good, you know. So yeah, that was.
So that's where his character came from. A lot of times actors, you see that there'll be a certain type of way. They get it from themselves in their past, or maybe they got it from a family member. Like he said, he got it from his dad. Because he was always dressed to impress if you saw Kyle. And I was a big Living Single fan, so I understand why now.
I got fired. We had a lot of, I won't say a lot, but there were times when we had issues on the show. And we would come to them as a cast. But I would be the spokesperson for it. And so that last season before I left, they called me in. And they basically said, well, you know, all these problems that, you know, we've been having, they listen to you. You're the person they listen to. So if you said something else, then they would do that. And I kind of looked at them. I said, well, first of all, we're dealing with 5 grown people, and they have their own mindset and their own ideas about what we're doing. And everything we come to you with is a group decision, not my decision. But if you think I have that much power, then I need to have a different job.
What bothered me when I heard this interview, as a fan, as a black woman, it bothered me because the way they fired him. As I listened to him speak, I got more upset. As a fan, we loved Kyle. A lot of women, if we had we had blogs and stuff back then, if we had the stuff we have now, I'm pretty sure it would have been a hashtag bring Kyle back or something. Because we all loved Kyle and everybody wanted Kyle and Max together. So when he went to London, a lot of us speculated something was going on.
I asked them because they sent me off in the episode, they were sending me off to London. And I said, so you getting ready to fire me? I just need to know so I can line up my stuff and so I can be prepared. They're like, no, we never break up the group. No, we wouldn't do that. Watching the episode goes off. Not 2 minutes later, my phone rings. And it's my lawyer telling me that they're not going to bring me back next year. And it wasn't that we were getting less than. We were getting less than all the way around. And then they created Friends and gave them everything. And both shows were Warner Brothers shows on Warner Brothers lots.
Yeah.
You know, so to watch that, to be on our lot and to watch that was really kind of a slap in the face.
I also did a video about the Friends situation. A lot of us did commentary about that. Because at the end of the day, Friends did get all the accolades. Now, in the black community, Living Single did get our love and everything else. But when Friends came out, it was almost like just a big thing where everyone wanted to watch Friends, including some black people. Not saying that you shouldn't watch Friends because it's white, but when you have a show like Living Single, which they pretty much copied and made Friends a white version of it, it's very troublesome to hear after all these years because as black people, as fans, we always knew something was going on behind the scenes, but we didn't know. We just knew that our favorite show of ours was gone. That our favorite characters that we look forward to seeing and watching grow over years were gone. And even at the end, we felt like we wanted to see, everybody wanted to see Regine get married. Everybody wanted to see Kyle Barker and Maxine Shaw have their child. Do you not know how excited I was when I saw Kyle and Erica's character, Max, TC and Erica on Half and Half, playing their characters with a child that looked almost exactly like Max. We all grew and fell in love. I know shows do end. I do understand that. But as time goes on and you hear about these secrets of what happened behind the scenes, it just wasn't fair. I mean, I'm not saying the show will still be going on to this day, but the same, oh, I want to see a friend reunion. It should be the same for Living Single. But I know as black people, we do want that. We've been wanting that for years. Now, I don't know if the cast may or may not have become maybe a little bitter over the things that did happen behind the scenes with the cast and crew and directors and stuff like that. But I do know that they do love their fans, all of them. And maybe at this time, or maybe we never will get a reunion. But I would love to get episode, one episode of a reunion, like something, some kind of closure. I don't know. But you got to go check out Comedy Hype. They're on YouTube, and they are also on Instagram to see this latest interview. Most of the time they do a interview with somebody. It's usually more than one. They'll do one video today, maybe tomorrow. So I don't know if that's what they're doing with him, but sometimes with the comedians, you'll see them doing like a series. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, I'll make sure y'all stay safe, please. Stay clean. Wash your hands. If you don't have to go to the store, do not go to the store. Otherwise, please, 6 feet. 6 feet.